Welcome back to NBK Tech World. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to assign a value to a variable more than once. Previously, we learned about the keyword const to define a variable. We defined a variable name, for example, with your name, let's say my name, and we can use a variable later. I got this error because I had already defined name, but it's here defined. So the problem now is, what if I want to change the value of name? I want it to be something else, somebody else's name. How would I do it? What if I just try doing like so? I say name again and whatever, other name. You might notice because I already tried to do that before here and name has already been declared. Okay, that's because I use const. Let's see what we get if I do like so. So I get another error. I tried to assign the string other name to the variable name, which was already previously defined with the value my name, right? Using the const keyword. And we got an error saying assignment to constant variable was a type error, whatever that means, right? So actually the variable const only allows you to assign a value to a variable once. If you try to reassign the value again later, you will error out like so. So if you really want to be able to change the variable's value later, if you want to reassign it, then you have to use the another keyword, and that's called a let. Okay, so we're gonna let something be whatever. So let's try again. Let's make up a new variable. I'll call it say last name, for example. So we're going to say let, okay, then the variable name, I'm going to say last name, and give something, my last name, whatever. Okay, so this is going to define a variable, just like we learned before. The variable is called last name and has the value my last name. To confirm, you can type it here. Just like before, nothing changed. But we did use the keyword let, which will allow us, as you're going to see right now, to reassign the value without any errors. So if I say last name is another name, you say it worked, no errors. So I can say last name and now the value is another name. It totally changed, okay? So that's the difference between let and const in JavaScript ES6. So using let will allow you to reassign a value. If you already assigned a value once, you cannot do it again if you did use const, but if you use let, you can do it as many times as you want. So we reassign last name to another name. You can do it again. Last name is yet another name, and it will work just fine, and you can see the value of last name is now yet another name. Okay, so two ways to define a variable in JavaScript ES6: const versus let. Const, the rule, like typically if I would do it, I would always start with const and define a variable of const, and then if I figure out later I need a variable to change its value, I would change that const to a let. Okay, so that's my own personal rule. You can try that too. So I will start a const. If I find out that later on, oh no, I have to reassign the value to this variable, so I cannot use const anymore, I'm going to switch and const with let. All right, and just to finish it off, I would like to give you some convention. Let you know that notice I use the variable name last followed by uppercase name. That's a camel case convention in the JavaScript that we use in JavaScript language. So it's called a camel case. So for example, if you have different words like I don't know, another name, like so, you have two words, right? When I want to make a variable name, my convention for naming the variable, I would use another, and then since I have another word name, I capitalize the first letter and say like so. So this is called the camel case naming convention. All right. So another name, and then becomes like that. You have two words, so for every new word that you add to the variable name, capitalize the first letter. Notice that the first letter, very first letter of the variable name is lowercase, not uppercase. So it's a camel case. Okay. So that's it for this lesson. Hope you all liked it, and until the next time, thank you so much for watching NBK Tech World. Bye!